Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, accused the West of creating a myth that his country is trying to develop nuclear weapons. And he alarmed many in the U.S. Congress when he said Iran would never grant international weapons inspectors access to its military installations. House Foreign Affairs Committee Chairman Ed Royce told VOA the Supreme Leader's attitude does not foster trust.
These quotes from the Ayatollah, death to America, this conduct, in Yemen and elsewhere in the Middle East, these are concerning to us.
Royce told VOA that Iran's Revolutionary Guard is giving money to the militant Palestinian group Hamas for weapons. He said current tensions with Iran make verification of any nuclear deal even more crucial.
The opportunity to go into these sites that the Iranians are calling military sites, and they're saying because they're military sites, you cannot have access to them. Well, clearly they already have, the weaponization occurring at one of these sites. And so it's necessary for the negotiators to hold their position that inspectors will have the ability to go in and inspect.
Looking to a deadline of late June for a final accord, experts at Wednesday's hearing said the U.S. appeared in more of a hurry to meet a preliminary deadline in March than Iran did, and this could give Iran an advantage. Nuclear weapons expert David Albright.
I think the U.S. needs to step back and get a lot tougher and start to realize and acknowledge that these deadlines can work against its interests, and that it may be necessary to get tougher with Iran and keep the negotiations going longer and start to make threats that maybe there should be more sanctions.
The Senate has passed a bill that would let Congress weigh in on a final deal before it lifts any sanctions against Iran. President Obama first objected to the bill, but it was altered, and then he said he would not veto it. The push and pull between the president and Congress has not helped the U.S. negotiating position, Albright says.
This battle between Congress and the administration has not been helpful, and I think both sides, unfortunately, can take the blame. I mean, the administration could have decided early on to work much more closely with Congress. Congress certainly could have tried to work with the administration and not been so threatening with sanctions being imposed. But I think this battle has been destructive.
Some lawmakers and experts say the issue of when sanctions against Iran will be lifted could be one of the most difficult for international negotiators to resolve before the June 30th deadline. Cindy Saine, VOA News on Capitol Hill.